Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 93 of our annual challenge, our BU 365-day challenge to do one thing every day that improves us in some way. And this segment of the challenge, the month of April, we are focusing on our spiritual health, our spiritual well-being, anything with respect to the spiritual aspects of us, of you and of me. So today we're going to talk about, and we've done this again for physical, mental, and emotional, we're going to talk about our thoughts and our beliefs, specifically our spiritual thoughts and spiritual beliefs. And what I started doing this morning already is I started brainstorming a list of, as I'm noticing what's popping up in my thoughts, and some of those, if I've thought them a long time, those are absolutely positive beliefs for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to brainstorm out a list, and then by the beliefs, if it's a belief of mine, a deeply held belief or a core belief, I'm going to put a little B by it or highlight it or something to indicate to me these are things that may or may not be serving me, may or may not be conflicting with other areas of my life, and I might want to take a deeper look at them as we go through this challenge. So I'm just doing today, April 3rd, 2022 is the day I'm doing this. I am just going to ask myself as I go about my day, what are my current beliefs? What are my current beliefs about my spiritual being? Now, what are some common spiritual thoughts and beliefs? What categories of beliefs fall into this? I of course, went online and did some research because I thought, I know what I think, but what do other people, what do experts in the area of spirituality think about these things? So they broke down that our thoughts and beliefs fall into different categories, and I'm going to read a couple different lists of these, and you can pick and choose what helps you to tap into yourself and say, okay, well, what beliefs do I have in that area, or do I not have any in that area, or are they not important to me? It's all about getting to know ourselves a little better, because the better we know ourselves, the better we can pick and choose. Well, what do we want to improve? What do we want to change? Because the vast majority of things about ourselves, we don't need to or want to change. It's just the few things that we want to be more in alignment with the person we want to be, who we really want to be, and how we want to show up in the world. That is what we're working on this year. So what are some spiritual, or some people might say religious, depending on your beliefs and thoughts, of course, on the topic, beliefs? Number one, your relationship to a superior being or a higher power or a God or whatever's right for you. I can't read my, an existential, obviously not my word, since I can't pronounce it, perspective on life, death, nature of reality, etc. So what is your big thoughts and global beliefs about existential? To me means global or big or overarching thoughts and beliefs about life, about death, about the nature of reality. Now, I guess I'm going to ask myself this question because I've got a lot of thoughts and a lot of beliefs about life. Definitely changed my beliefs about death since I had a death experience in 2010. What I believe and what I feel about death is, and I had some of those inklings and believings before, but after actually experiencing death, I have a totally different perspective on it. And I think that makes up part of who I am and the person I'm becoming over time. And then the nature of reality. I didn't used to know this or believe this, but now I believe that we all live in our own reality created by our experiences, our unique perspective and experiences in the world. I didn't used to think that or know that or actually be consciously aware of it, but it explains why we see things differently and feel things differently and have different beliefs and thoughts and feelings about things than other people do, even people in our same family. I mean, I grew up with 3 sisters and a lot of other girls around the house because of all of our friends, and we had an AFS sister, etc. And it's interesting to me that we all grew up in the same environment, yet we all had totally different experiences in that environment, and they have created 4 very different women, right? We're a lot, we look a lot alike, we talk alike, but we're very different in certain fundamental ways, especially when it comes to our spiritual thoughts and beliefs and experiences. So, thoughts, recognition or belief that there is something greater than myself, something more to being human than just our sensory experiences. So something more than just this physical body, this physical person that we are. There's more to us than that. What's your thoughts and beliefs about that? What are your thoughts and beliefs that we are all connected or part of a greater whole? I never thought or knew or believed that until I started probably in my maybe 40s, learning about personal growth and development in a more directed way. Prior to that, I'd always been curious about life and personal development, and, you know, why the heck is it such a struggle and everybody has to go through everything themselves? You know, we're not learning from other people. There's no manual on how to be a good human. It's all, and who would write that manual on how to be a good human, right? It would depend on what you believe in, what your spiritual beliefs are. So, you know, spirituality can be defined as generally an individual's search for the ultimate or sacred meaning, purpose in life, religious beliefs, values and practices that give meaning to life, inspiring and motivating individuals to achieve their optimum being. So this whole challenge, right, is actually about us becoming the best version of ourselves, or to set ourselves up to always be moving toward that ultimate best version of ourselves. Will we ever achieve in our lifetime the best version of ourselves? I hope so, but probably not, right? It's like looking for perfection in anything. It doesn't happen, right? I might see a perfect performance, but that doesn't mean that, you know, by an athlete or something, but that doesn't mean that everything is perfect. And who's to define perfect, right? That's why I don't like watching certain sports, because all of the judging is super, subjective. There's no objectivity to it. It's just different people's opinion, and they take, you know, an average throughout the high and the low. Not the best way to determine if something or someone is the best. And you might be the best at one instant, and then, you know, a week later somebody might break your record. So it just depends. So today our action item is to simply think about and notice, become aware of your spiritual related thoughts and beliefs. It happens to be a Sunday where I am, and so Sunday is a good day to think about our thoughts and our beliefs and our feelings about us as beings and souls and spirits, well, however you define that, and whatever you believe. What do you believe? We're just looking at, what do I currently believe right now? And we're going to talk about, for the rest of this month, different topics with respect to spirituality. We're going to go through the SOAP framework. I think, let me grab my calendar. I actually want to look today, so I've got an idea of where we're at. We are going to, tomorrow, pick what area of our spirituality we want to run through the SOAP framework. So this is a perfect exercise, actually, to start us off. When we look at our core values, we look at our thoughts and our beliefs and our current situation. Well, that helps us see, where are we right now. We can just pick one of those tomorrow and say, okay, this is the one I want to go from where I am here to change to my desired state. And so that's what we do in the S of our SOAP framework. We've done it many, many times before, and if you haven't, this is your first time, you can always hop on the Get Up and Go Challenge private Facebook group page and go into Unit 15 and see all of the previous days of this particular challenge, as well as the 10, we did it 10 times, the 30+ day Get Up and Go Challenge. And in that, we went through the SOAP framework at least 9 times through each of those monthly challenges. So you can see it for different areas and aspects of the life framework. All right, any questions, hit me up. Otherwise, I'm going to continue to work on my list. If you want to know what are some of the things on my list, you're welcome to ask. I'm not going to share them publicly, because our spiritual thoughts and beliefs are very, very personal. And guess what? They're not anybody else's business, because no one else should be judging our thoughts and feelings and beliefs, especially in the area of spirituality. That's totally up to us. All right, have an awesome day, and I'll be with you tomorrow.